and start recording. Screen share. Look good?
Yes.
All right.
Yep.
Thanks for coming, everybody. Today's session is EvalYouth North America presenting on the EvalYouth North America Kumu map. This is an open call for updates and ecosystem mapping. So if you're new to evaluation, hello and welcome. And if you have been in the field for a little bit, thanks for being here. We're glad to connect with you today. So in this session, basically we're asking that the audience brings their local, regional, and national expertise to identify evaluation-related organizations and opportunities within North America. If that is not held within this current audience, no worries whatsoever. I know we have some folks new to eval and in different stages of their career. Just hoping to gain some awareness and share some exposure to this resource for young and emerging evaluators, and be able to share it to broader networks and eventually be able to keep updating and iterating and keeping this alive and as a living resource for young and emerging evaluators. So we ask that you share your feedback, additions, critiques, half-formed thoughts, everything in between in this session today. There's no wrong form of feedback. There's no wrong answers. So please just share your gut reactions, the way you're processing, the way you're feeling and going through this session. And we'll do some framing first around the purpose of it and the history and what this stemmed from. And then we'll jump into an interactive activity within the map itself. But before that, you should probably know who's talking to you for the next hour. I'm Olivia Melvin. I am the new chair for EvalYouth North America. I've been in this role since February-ish. I am an evaluation associate at the Center for Research Evaluation at the University of Mississippi. I have been in evaluation for as long as I have been working, which is post-bachelor's degree in 2020. Background is in international studies in Mandarin. Came to the field as an international ed consultant, which meant that I was translating like protocols and data collection tools, translating the transcripts once data collection was conducted. I then became involved in reporting, fell in love with the process of connecting with people and sharing their story in a way that honors their experience. And all that is to say, I've landed in evaluation, which is how most people get to the field, not on purpose. On the screen in front of me is an example of what one of our young and emerging evaluator spotlights looks like through EvalYouth North America. We post these to highlight the network of young and emerging evaluators connected to us. Currently, we are a small but mighty team. Our board members are seen spotlighted on our social media page and a few other young and emerging evaluators that we have touch points with. But one of the benefits of getting connected is that you can be featured. So if that's something that interests you and you're looking to expand your network on social media, we'd love to feature you, get connected with us. And I will let my lovely colleague introduce herself now.
Hi, my name is Malka. Not Olivia. She's listed at the top.
I am so sorry.
That's okay. So my background is in social work. So I completed a master's of social work. I was doing more frontline work in the field in the areas of mental health as well as settlement, so working with newcomers. And then I transitioned into program evaluation. I recognized that the times in my jobs in mental health and settlement when I was most engaged and excited were when I was engaging in more like strategic thinking work and talking about evidence-based practices. So that kind of naturally led me to pursue evaluation. I'm now working as an internal evaluator at a settlement agency, so a nonprofit that supports newcomers to Canada. I'm based in Toronto. And I also am an external evaluation consultant. So I work with nonprofits as well in that capacity. And I am a board member of EvalYouth, and I'm very happy to be a part of this effort, the network of young evaluators under Olivia's leadership.
Which Malka has kindly shepherded me into what it means to be leadership, because I've learned what EvalYouth North America is through the board. So much appreciation for that. And apologies for the mistake. I will correct that post-session.
And here are our three other lovely board members that were also spotlighted in our social media, Cher, Janan, and Lydia.
Awesome. Let me find my unmute button and we'll proceed. So a very high level background of what the Kumu map is. And if you haven't had a chance to poke around in it yet, no worries. We'll jump into that in just a second with like a look at how to access, how to navigate, and how to use it in a way that makes sense to you. So basically, this map was created to highlight and make visible some of the resources available to young and emerging evaluators looking to pursue additional professional development avenues, looking to enroll in formal like evaluation schooling pathways, looking to connect with centers for work opportunities, looking for consulting opportunities, looking for professional network connections, like some of the VOPs, which don't ask me what that stands for. Voluntary Organizations for Professional Evaluation. There it is. And so looking for those things, for example, like American Evaluation Association, Canadian Evaluation Association, those are types of VOPs. So essentially to make visible the things that people are seeking in that stage of career development and evaluation. Things you can find on the map, ways to access these things, like colleges and universities that offer some of these advanced education pathways, evaluation centers and agencies, professional development providers, professional organizations, and those VOPs, like I was mentioning. That's not super common language in the North American context to refer to things as VOPs, but it's important to acknowledge what is a VOP because that is really common terminology in the global network of evaluation opportunities. And it's helpful to know what it is here to be able to navigate those international and like monitoring and eval opportunities as well. So yeah, that's why that language is included on the map. And Malka, correct me if I misconstrue this in any way. The map came through a partnership with a consultant under previous leadership of EvalYouth North America. And yeah, you look like you're
I
about to.
think so. It actually predates my time with the board as well, but that sounds right.
So yeah, there was a consultant who led a bunch of this work and was contracted to do some of that. Details can be found on the map itself, which we'll take a peek at here in a second. Also, shout out and kudos to the former chair, Maria Montenegro, for shepherding a bunch of this work and having these ideas and kind of giving visibility to some of these things that she saw were missing within the North American context. So just a little comment. This is a rant I go on all the time. There's so much power in community, and you can't form community without being able to see the connections between individuals and nodes doing the work. So something like this, where the pathways are made visible, give an easier pathway to being able to connect those things. So until you see it, you can't connect it. So appreciating resources like this to illuminate those networks and give visibility and create opportunity to make those connections, I think it's a very important thing. All right, Malka, I will stop sharing and let you take it away.
Okay. Um, just wanted to give you a little bit of a brief demonstration of what the map is, how it works. So hopefully this will work. Are you all able to see my screen? Okay, so for those of you who haven't been able to take a look or haven't accessed this yet, this is what the map looks like. You can see this is the map view. So it basically is a map of North America with all the institutions that Olivia just mentioned highlighted here. So you are able to zoom in on specific regions if you want to look locally. So you could see if you're in Washington State, you could select that based on what region it is. You could see, since it's this turquoise color, that it's a college or university, and it'll give you the programs here on the side, more information, as well as the links that you can access. If you're looking specifically for one type of institution, you can use the filter feature. So let's say you want to look for conferences. I'll have to zoom back out. Whoops. Uh, Here, this doesn't seem to be a conference, but maybe they do run a conference at the Texas Evaluation Network. or if you want to look specifically for jobs or opportunities, this CES Ontario might have, I believe, a job board or something that you can access for that. Again, just continuing to demonstrate if you're looking for doctoral degree program, it'll highlight all of these different programs, and you'll be able to easily click on those links and read up more about them. There's also the cluster view, which does not seem to be working right now. The map view is the most user-friendly view. The cluster view is sometimes a bit finicky and doesn't seem to be cooperating at the moment. No. And then we have region view as well. Also seems not to be working right now. So stick to the map view. This is where you'll be able to access all of these resources. Back to you, Olivia.
Okay, perfect. Does anybody have any questions so far? All right. Kayla, I know you just said something, but I know you're also muted, and that's okay.
Oh, I think no questions.
Okay.
And also, Knoxville actually has a master's program now as well.
Yay. And thank you for saying that. That's what this is for. Okay. So let me pull up the next slide and do that fun process again. Okay, so our next step, I'm pulling up the slide to take down the slide, is basically there's two options. We've got a small crowd, so whatever y'all are comfortable with. If you need to go and you have other responsibilities in your day, we will share an intake form with you. If you have additions for the map, you just go through the Google form and you fill it out like location by location. You let us know what's missing, and that will get updated. If you're staying and hanging out and we want to do some synchronous adding to it, I'll open up a Google Sheet and we'll go in and add it in that way. So any preferences from the crowd? How are y'all feeling?
I'm here to stay.
All right.
I'll stick
Charles?
around.
Okay, cool. With that being said, I'm going to paste a link to the Google Sheet in the chat if I can copy it. Okay. And I will stop sharing and all right. All right, so what's next for EvalYouth North America? We have Youth and Evaluation Week coming up in July. We will have sessions on July 8th and 10th, one on young and emerging evaluators in advocacy roles and including the essence of youth advocacy and evaluative roles in the field, and then one on supporting young and emerging evaluators moving into leadership roles in the field and what that can and should look like with the proper support mechanisms and help in that vein. And then also we're going to be calling for board and general membership in the near future after some of these events, hoping to gain some momentum around like getting excited for what the EvalYouth North America network can and should look like. And then also just a QR code to our LinkedIn page. If you're not following our LinkedIn, please do. That's where we post all of our updates and our upcoming events. That's where we post our young and emerging evaluator spotlights. Reach out if you'd like to be featured. And thank you very much for coming today.
Thank you, everyone.